Aksi tentara Israel bikin heboh lantaran merusak patung Yesus Kristus yang merupakan ikon keagamaan Katolik di Lebanon. Perdana Menteri Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, mengaku kaget atas peristiwa ini. Ia menyatakan bakal melakukan penyelidikan dan memberikan tindakan tegas bagi pelaku.
Sahabat Indonesia, ketika tentara Israel menyerang Lebanon, ada peristiwa yang mengagetkan adalah bahwa tentara IDF menghancurkan patung Yesus dengan godam. Dihancurkan dengan godam, dengan palu besar. Dan ini mengagetkan. Termasuk Benjamin Netanyahu juga kaget perilaku pasukan dia itu. Dan sahabat Indonesia, kita harus tahu bahwa di Palestina itu bukan cuma Muslim, tapi ada juga komunitas Kristen. Walaupun sedikit ya, kalau di tepi barat cuma 6%, sekitar 40 sampai 50.000. Tapi mereka hidup rukun dan mengalami diskriminasi yang sama dengan umat Islam oleh tentara-tentara Israel. Juga di Gaza. Di Gaza itu ada sekitar 1.000 sampai 1.100 orang Kristen yang ada di Gaza. Mereka punya 4 gereja, 4-4 sudah diberata oleh Israel. Dan ini gereja kuno yang usianya 1.000 tahun lebih. Dan kita harus tahu bahwa tempat ibadah, tempat berlindung orang untuk mencari perlindungan dari serangan Israel itu juga menjadi sasaran. Maka di Gaza itu sasarannya bukan hanya masjid, tapi juga gereja.
On Sunday, one of the weirdest images of recent times, and there are a lot of weird images, appeared on the internet. I'm going to put it up on the screen. It appeared to show an Israeli soldier, an IDF soldier, using a sledgehammer to smash the face of a statue of Jesus. Now, when people first saw this, we don't have a poll on it or anything, but we can imagine very few thought it was real. For one thing, social media is famously full of manufactured images created for who knows what purpose, mostly political, using AI. They're not real. And this one seemed especially fake because it was supposedly shot in Lebanon. And there's a war going on in Lebanon, and this is an Israeli soldier. Now, we know a couple of things. One, what's happening in Lebanon is critical to the security of the state of Israel. And we know that because Israel is also partnered with the United States in a war against Iran, which is critical to its national security. Of course, taking out the famed Iranian nuclear program is essential for the existence of the state of Israel. That's why the United States joined in this war. But in the middle of that, Israel had to take time out to invade southern Lebanon. Not just invade, but according to its own defense minister, take over, settle, expel the people, and create a permanent security zone in southern Lebanon below the river. Now, it had to have been pretty pressing for them to want to do something like this because they had a lot else going on. And it was pressing. Hezbollah, or as it is often known on American television, Hezbollah, kind of the Kiev of pronunciations, people who know what they're talking about call them Hezbollah. Hezbollah, the Iranian-backed terror militia, had been attacking Israel, northern Israel from southern Lebanon, and Israel just had no choice but to go in and kill the terrorists. So in the face of that kind of threat, you had to ask yourself, looking at this picture, how would an IDF soldier have the time to take a sledgehammer to smash the face of Jesus when he's defending his own country against terror? And so then you had to assume, well, obviously he knows something that we don't know. This so-called statue of Jesus was probably some kind of terror weapon. It was the Hezbollah equivalent of an exploding pager. There were probably C4 charges inside the head of that Jesus statue, and the IDF soldier, a member of the world's most professional ethical army, was just diffusing what could have been incredibly dangerous to the children of Israel. So this was basically yet another necessary step taken in defense of Israel's right to exist. But then you had to ask yourself, wait a second, why would a soldier smash a statue filled with explosives? That doesn't make any sense. Clearly, he didn't think the thing was going to explode, or he wouldn't be hitting it with a sledgehammer that you paid for. As an American taxpayer wearing a uniform you paid for. fact, everything that soldier has in his possession, you paid for, because the entire IDF is paid for by the United States taxpayer. So then you think, well, this just can't be real. And of course, that's what they told you right off the bat. This is not real. This is just more terror propaganda. The state of Israel, its many agents in the United States, in our media, on our social media told you, don't believe it. That's fake. It's AI. But very quickly it emerged, no, this actually was real. And that raised a whole new set of questions, beginning with, why would an Israeli soldier want to smash the face of Jesus?